Franchise Report, reporting live.
Franchise in the building, Franchise Report in effect as it goes down another mother effing day. Hot in the right here, lovely Leticia here. M. Dot, what up, family?
What's going on? Thank you for having me.
Anytime. You ready to get straight to this work?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Static Selector.
Yo. Know what failure feels like, teachers tell you no you can't. Not a sober man, on the edge, here we go again. Chase the highs, chase the pleasure, chase the love. Repent your sins for a seat in the level above. Benevolent sons, to the starlit moon sets. Miss it inside with the bartender clueless. There goes another 24 wishing and waiting. You were hungry at first, now ambitions deflating. I can tell why. I've been there too. There ain't nothing that I write about that I ain't been through. Man, seeing friends fade away like a clutch shot. Told them it's all good, they can go no love lost. Life is rugged, either buckle up or fall back. Best friends turn to foes, knuckle up and brawl at some shorty's crib they both just met. Throw away 20 years for some hold and tap. Yo, we chasing money, we chasing pussy, we chasing power. Strength of a man with possessions is a face of cowards. I've been pacing for hours, feel my heart pumping up my chest. Girls screaming at me that I gotta rest, yet how can I though? More to do now, difficult to hit the road, touring with the flu round. They got us hating one another for no reason at all. It's everywhere you look, the news, start reading the blogs, bleeding with flaws. Coward though I never been, dope addicts in the government support the medicine. Better than with evil pointing fingers at each other. When I close my eyes at night, I hear the singing of my mother. I wanna know, when I die, will I see my homies? Work this 9 to 5 to survive, and it's beat up on me. Heat is on me, and I'm contemplating carking back. Homie Jojo did 6 years, didn't talk a rat. Way it's supposed to be, character integrity. Till them in my coffin when they carry and they bury me. Way it's supposed to be, character integrity. Till them in my coffin when they carry and they bury me. Mind's running, I feel like I can't keep up. My mind's running, I'm feeling like I'm stuck. Dear Lord, I wonder, can you help me now? I'm sinking under, reaching for the ground. M-Dot motherfucker, 4-hour drive, still got my voice. Fucking A.
Let's go, M-Dot!
That's what we fucking do.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Fucking A.
He didn't know if he wanted to sit up or he wanted to stand. He was back and forth.
Shit.
All right.
Y'all put the light on me.
And listen, it was well worth it. It was well worth it. That 4-hour drive in the late. M-Dot, where you from?
Boston.
Boston. Okay. Because you sure do got that Boston accent.
Hey, you keep saying far drive and I still got my voice. What was you doing in that car that you had no voice?
That's a great. We didn't sleep last night. We went. I got a baby. She a new baby, my 4th baby.
Congrats.
Okay.
She hasn't been sleeping through the night, so we haven't been getting much rest. And then I drove out to Vermont with my homie Victor Keys. We picked up the records, our new album, and then we shot a video, and then we did a photo shoot for the Boston Globe because they're running a piece next week. We got up. We shot some more pictures this morning, and then drove out here to Providence, and then we're driving back to Boston.
Okay, so you was
The
on
life
the
of a
24.
rapper, ain't that what you want?
I'm old, you know what I'm saying? Yo,
This is what you signed up for, sir.
No,
This is what you
I
signed up
simply
for,
meant
sir.
that this shit it's more work when you get older, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I just meant that that shit.
You don't got that
Fucking
spring chicken energy.
the stamina, like it's a little bit different when
Well,
you
you start to realize it's more than just going to the studio and going home.
Oh,
it's more than
It's
that.
so much more.
Listen,
You start to realize
So
that
much
it's more
more.
than that.
if y'all, we've been doing this for like 20 years. I've toured Europe like 13 times. I've done every country in Europe pretty much. And when I'm out there, we're working. We're literally traveling, but we're not on a major label. So everything's like independent. So we're taking an 8-hour bus. You know what I'm saying? We're taking a 7-hour train. And we're putting in the work. And then the show, we do the sound check. I'm just saying it catches up to you as you get older.
It does.
You know what
With
I'm saying?
4 kids.
Listen.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a war. It's war of attrition.
And a brand new
But we're
baby.
up for it. And when I came in, I'm like, man, I'll just do the interview.
You sure
I don't
did.
feel like
He sure
I said
did.
that. I said that.
He did. He was like,
And
I'll
then when
just
the
do an
lights are on,
interview.
fuck that. I ain't leaving here. I
I
seen
said,
all
come
these
on
all
now.
these dudes. Everyone inspired me. I'm like, shit.
Represent it. You
These dudes,
represent
I gotta come with it.
You represent
Let's
At the end of the day, it's like I'm supposed to be this MC. We fucking just dropped music with Eric Sermon and fucking Pete Rock and everybody, and I'm gonna come in here and not do my thing.
Oh, geez, you
Come
better,
on.
because they would have been like, M-Dot, what was that?
You know what I'm saying?
How why?
We
Yeah.
Why?
appreciate you. We greatly appreciate
Appreciate you having me, and thank you all for letting me jump in real quick.
Thank you. Oh,
Shit.
yeah, thank them.
I'm still fucking high off this shit right now.
Listen, you got me
And I
ready
ain't
to be
even
like,
smoking. Contact high. Fuck.
So,
I just smoke.
so how long? So obviously you've been spitting for a while. How long you been rapping for?
like where I started like making money off it was probably like in college, but I was rapping since.
How
probably,
long you been rapping for? Because I got a button for you rappers that don't want to answer questions. How long you been
Oh
rapping for?
shit! Damn, I already answered it. 20 years.
20 years,
20
right?
years. 20 years. Okay.
20 years, like at a real level. Like for
20
5
years.
years, I wasn't making money. I was just doing it like
So
in my
25
crib.
years total. 5
Probably,
years.
yeah,
No.
probably, yeah. Like so freshman year of high school, the only rapper in the high school rapping. You know what I'm saying? Only person. That was back then. Now every person in high school is
Everybody's
probably
a
a rapper.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
you're right about that.
Who's
You
listening to
def-
hip hop in your house
Oh man.
that made you want to get into it? Or
And
was
when
it?
it-
Or was
my
it a
mom,
friend or
my
your
mom. No, my mom. Listen, I'm gonna even go further. My mom listened to funk and soul and all that music when I was a kid. That's all she played. And when I got older, I'm like, this is what fucking rap is sampling.
Right.
That's
right,
the loops
right.
from a Parliament song or whatever. Like I'm like, this is what Digital
what-
Underground is using.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what Dre's
You
using.
lying
That's
about
what Dre's
that's
using.
crazy. And I was just like, I want to do this.
You're not lying about that. So 20 years you've been actually taking it seriously. You said you just recently worked with Eric Sermon and
We got, Eric Sermon, Pete Rock. We got records with Conway, Method Man, like, and just on the strength. We didn't,
my
we didn't like
favorite.
buy our way in. We worked with these dudes like through, not every one of them I know personally, but the producer put us on the record together.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
So this is your latest project.
this is the latest Vine. We just picked it up. Like I said,
I appreciate the vinyl.
I'm gonna give you one.
I appreciate the vinyl.
That's his personal
That's a
vinyl,
gift.
not yours.
I know.
His
But the
No.
fact that he did a vinyl, though, I agree. For
No.
DJs, it's a big
This
thing when
is
you see vinyl,
this is
man.
major
It
for
is.
us. We got Black Milk on here. If you know Black Milk, obviously from Random Acts with Sean Price. He's a Detroit legend. Eric Sermon obviously produces on it from Def Squad, EPMD.
Green Eye Bandit.
Pete Rock produces on it. Pete Rock's like, I met him on tour in Switzerland. Let me see who else. Apollo Brown, y'all know Apollo Brown. Who is it? Ill Mind. You know, he now does stuff for like, he did stuff for 50 and Jay-Z. Now he does stuff for like Moana and shit. G Coop produces on it. G Coop did the original Bad and Bougie sample for Metro Boomin. He produced 88 Keys for Jay-Z. That's my homie. He went to Berkeley. He's just a homie, and he just replays now.
So you
So
got
he
some
produced
real
on it.
legends on there.
Yeah, like we're blessed, man. We've been doing it a long time, and the best advice I could say is we built relationships. We didn't burn bridges. You know what I'm saying?
Any tours or shows coming up soon?
Friday, I'm in Worcester at Electric Haze, and then Wednesday, we're at Middle East with Onyx and Ari the Rugged Man. Yeah, I've toured with both of them, and that's a live show with both of them. You know, and yeah. So if you want to know something really dope for a cosign for me for like ever, that made me know that I'm legit. DJ Premier sampled my vocals on the new Logic album. He used my
really?
vocals for the chorus on like the Logic album. So a DJ picking my words to cut for 40 seconds.
That's
And there's still people who don't know who I am, so that's why I gotta work hard to bring that attention. Fucking drive the 4 hours, not sleep.
Listen, the gentleman that just walked in, when you was walking in, he was walking out. You said M. Dot. He was like M. Dot.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
his
We
face
talked down
stopped.
there.
Yeah.
We
Like
talked
he
down
knew who
there,
he
and we
was.
exchanged math. And I was getting water, and I'm like, I wanted to make sure I showed love because he said he was doing stuff for 38 Special.
Yeah.
I produced something for 38 Special. I became a producer in the last 2 years. I never produced before.
So you're a producer as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
When COVID hit, I had to come home from Germany. I couldn't tour. And instead of fucking binging on Dragons and Wars, Game of Thrones, whatever the fuck it's called, I made beats.
Dragons
show.
and Wars.
It's a good show.
Not
just-
Dragons
good
and
show.
Wars.
I just you'll get my comedy. So, but like I wanted to have something that I can utilize, and producing has been even better than rapping for me because I can do stuff for like movies and stuff like that, which I did last year. Well, I'm bragging here, but yeah, that's
you're not
all.
bragging.
Well, I didn't know who knew my shit, who didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Not
So
bragging at all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all- it's all speaking.
I started
And
producing.
inspirational. And
Right,
it's inspirational.
right.
Anybody can do it if you put in the work, if you treat people right. That bullshit facade, you don't need that. You know? You don't need to like do any of that facade because at the end of the day, being yourself is what they'll run to.
So I don't have to buy a blue check?
No. No. Tell Elon Musk, whatever his name
Musk.
is, you know, tell him no.
I need my $14.99
It's not worth the money.
a month, right?
Hey, let me ask you, since your energy's on 11, what do you like better, the booth or the stage?
Stage, hands down.
You look
hands
like a
down.
stage person.
In the booth, and there's some real shit. I've been recording myself forever because I don't really pay for studio time. I'm too cheap. That's for sure.
you
Especially
got
with
your own.
especially with the basketball team of kids. I literally hate recording because I have to record myself and I do like 100 takes to get something right.
Right.
And I know that sounds crazy. I don't do one. I maybe I could, but I always like try to get it in like 4 8 bars chunks and like get it where I love it because I write it and then I record it where I'm learning it as I'm recording it. You know what I'm saying? So when
It never comes out the way you wrote it.
Yes,
it
and that's-
never comes out. It's always a word or two.
and I'm like
It never comes
and
out
I'm
the
like
way.
this isn't the way I want it. So I'll take. But the show, you could say the show is the realest shit because the naturalness of a show where it's okay to say a word different or flip it because that's the live atmosphere of it.
And the interaction with the
You
crowd.
got it. You got it. And it kind of brings different stuff out. That's a
Okay.
great question.
So 20 years you've been doing this, so that means you've been touring everywhere. What was your best tour? What was your worst tour?
Wow. Czech Republic was really dope.
Check
I did Hip Hop
Republic.
Camp, which is like their Woodstock.
Uh-huh.
And like it was dope because I was just walking through. We did an airplane hangar. An airplane hangar, you know what I'm saying? And I was on at like 4 a.m. and right before me was Jay Dilla's brother. What's his name? Illa J. Really cool dude. What's the other dude's name? Crondon. He went on too right before me. I wanted to go on early. I don't want to go on 4 a.m. Because
Right.
I'm old and tired and shit. I want to get on and get in and get out. But they inspired me, and then we rocked. And the cool part is I was walking around and you just run into like the Beat Nuts, who are my homies now. Like you run into J. Rue, the Damage. You just run into them. They're walking around the festival just like, you know what I'm saying? And then the worst one, and I'm a really happy dude, but Budapest, I love Budapest, but the sound engineer was lowering the music on me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like losing my mind. He was pretending that he didn't understand what I was saying. Because they all speak English. Unless you're in Paris, France, I'm telling you, most of them speak English. That's their first language
Right.
that they're taught when they're in school. So I kind of like, I never do this. I literally threw the mic down and I stormed the booth and tried to drag him out of the booth. And I'm not a tough guy. And then I don't know what his deal was, but he was lowering the music each song more and more and more. And I was watching him do it. Then he was shining a light on me.
He was trying to fade you out.
And I was saying to him, I'm like, I'm like not a violent person, but I'm saying on the microphone, he's shining the light. Then he's talking on the microphone. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Like he's talking just like that.
He knew what you was talking about.
And he
could
knew what I
respond
was
back in
saying.
English.
And then afterward, the worst is he apologized afterward, like, oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't know. He knew exactly what he was doing.
If he could say all that, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he
knew
put
what
that
was
sentence
saying.
together real quick. Yeah. But I wasn't in my comfort zone. That's not my home. I only had one. Not that matters. It just meant like that's not my place to be starting a fight and going to jail in Budapest and then having to have my mom come bail me out behind a window.
Would you have it be at a good
Like
get out?
Midnight Express.
And that was your worst?
I guess that was the worst. We did City Hall with Wiz Khalifa in like 2010. It was 35,000 people before he blew up.
City Hall?
Boston.
Okay.
And that one again, I say I'm not a violent person, but I after the show.
Oh, Fim, if all your examples deal with you being violent.
No, but
You're a violent person.
so they
What's
so,
the
no, so they-
common denominator?
So
here?
we were selling CDs. This is back when like you had CDs, and we were selling CDs right outside of the gate after, and there was like 30,000 people there, and the security guard, Captain Bozo, was trying to get me to stop. Like what's this shit called? Top Flight Security of the World, Craig. And this dude was bumping me. So then I bumped him back, and then he's like, get the, and then the police jumped on top of me. You have the footage still, Vic? He has the photos of it. Yo, you know what's dope is like the Hood website from Boston was asking us for the footage and the photos, and we didn't do it. We didn't want that publicity.
Right.
So,
Right.
but they let me go because they knew they were wrong. I was like, I just was on the stage.
Yo, your
Crazy.
energy is like on 1,000. And it's
Always.
just- listen.
Saying that you've done so much, traveled everywhere,
Not everywhere. I haven't done like Asia and shit.
close to.
Okay.
And I
Close
haven't
to.
done South America.
Okay.
Is there anything personally that you haven't gotten to do within the past year or two that you still want to do this year? And I mean personally. It doesn't even have to be music. Personally in life.
Another great question. I like to learn another language, like speaking of languages. You know what I'm saying?
What language?
What language?
I mean, Spanish would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Just
Learn that
because.
on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I just meant like where I take the time to actually like get really
Rosetta
good at
Stone.
it. You know?
Rosetta Stone?
Yeah. No, I mean like that would be something to better myself.
Well, you saying no to every example we're giving you to do it.
No,
You wanna learn Spanish?
I'm saying no. I don't want to put in the work. That's what I'm saying.
You don't want to put it away. You
Yeah,
just want to learn it.
I want to
overnight.
learn it. Yeah, like no, but I put in the work with the producing, so I could do it. I just need to. I have a lot of other stuff that I'm doing with the music.
Yeah,
and
While
the
you're
then-
kids.
sitting there with the baby, while your baby's
So-
in your hand.
so there's no
yo
excuses.
quiero
I could learn it.
Taco Bell.
You
I
ever been
could
to
learn it.
Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico?
I haven't, but I got the hat. Is that the hat I'm wearing? Yeah.
So do it.
Is
man.
that the hat I'm wearing?
Learn the language and go down there.
I want to go to DR. no,
You
no,
want to
but
go to DR for good things, though.
what
right?
I want to. Oh no, yeah,
Not
yeah.
for the-
Just.
I'm sorry.
So, but in music,
He's trying to get out of it quick too, boy. Go ahead.
$40 goes far, right?
in music, I like.
You'll perform at 4 a.m. then. I guarantee.
I'd like to. This is my jam too. This is my jam right here. Hey, shout out to Desco who goes to DI and tells me all the stories.
I'm about to fall
In music,
out.
I'd like to be able to move records without, like, I want to have our audience where they just
There's
buying.
big artists out there.
Yeah.
There's big artists out there to connect with, though.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Puerto Rico,
And
there's
then you
big
get that
artists out
audience.
there, yes.
So that we did Poland in October, and there was 400 people at the show because we did a song with Paya, who's got like he's 10 times platinum out there. And because we did that song with him, I'm on the song. I gained some of that audience. So like working with an artist like that, seeing the bigger picture. And not saying, yo, I need this, that, and the third, or money. Doing it on the strength of like, yo, this dude's dope. I don't know what he's saying exactly, but he sounds good on the beat, and he's got an audience. You know, he could be shitting on me on his verse. I
I'm
don't
about
know.
to say, you don't know.
All my
right.
tattoos are in English. All my tattoos are in English.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit.
Take no
Yo, I
chances.
could go on and on with you because you're
Oh,
definitely
shit.
so. But your top 5 that are, actually both. Your top 5 that are alive, and then your top 5 groups.
Tupac, absolutely.
Okay.
Pain, realism, like everything. I don't care if he was the best rapper in people's eyes. He was an icon. Even before people like, oh no, it's because he died. For me, when he was like all eyes on me, he had the whole world at a standstill. Whatever. Anyway, and he was getting better. That's a scary thing too. He's only 25 or 24. 24. Imagine doing all that stuff before you're
Right.
25. He died, but I can't imagine
Speaking
doing all
of
that
that
before and I do a lot of stuff, a lot of work. But anyway, Tupac, Kool G Rap,
Okay.
we got a record together, really dope record. So Kool G Rap, shit, man, this is tough. Big Pun, that's my idol. I don't want to do all people that are dead, you know what I'm saying? So, Nas,
Well, you're 3 for. Oh, there we go. Change it up. Huh?
yeah. No, Kool G's alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Gucci, and Gucci. All right, Gucci's fine.
I really like Elzai. I love Elzai from Slum Village.
Okay.
yeah.
That's different. I've never, no one's never said that. Okay.
They should. He's so dope. He's always on point with storytelling, syllables.
Okay.
Yeah. You need 5 more? That's good, right?
That's.
Because I could be. Oh, Redman.
was-
Redman.
okay.
Happy
Redman.
birthday, Redman.
Happy
by the
birthday,
way.
Redman.
And then your top 5 groups.
So I did a show with Farside in Germany.
Okay.
Fire.
Those are the coolest dudes I've ever met.
Okay.
Ever met. Like they were like, you know, I mean not as cool as y'all, but they're pretty fucking
Thank
up
you,
there.
family.
They're,
So,
right.
but
They're pretty cool. They
You've had a-
reposted
you've
us
had a
one
lot of
time.
practice.
No, but like
they repost us. They
They
repost us. though,
repost
yeah.
us.
Farside, they're cool motherfuckers, man. And I don't know how, but my homie from Germany, he did a show with Souls of Mischief, and he sent me a text the other day. I sent you that, right, Rev? And the dude was like, yo, I showed Souls of Mischief the pictures that I took from your show, and they're like, yo, M-Dot's dope. They said that to him, and I was like, that's the biggest honor.
93 till infinity,
Yeah.
baby.
That's why you're on 1,000 tonight. From that text I
Gangstar,
made.
if that's a group. So
I don't know. We've always
So-
it's
but it is
Guru and Premier.
Premier.
I mean,
My man Big Shug too. He's a part of
I
Gangstar.
guess.
But anyways,
Okay,
but
let that
So-
go. Okay, so,
so-
Far Side, Gangstar.
if they count as a group, Wu-Tang. Come on.
Okay,
Can't
let's
even-
go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's the best group all time.
I'll give you 6 since you said Gangstar.
Shit, this is too much.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Farside. What else did I say?
You're from
Gangstar.
Boston. You don't do none of the Boston groups like
Gangstar.
Maven.
Gangstar's from
Besides
Guru.
Gangstar.
Guru's from Boston.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
she wants you to say EDOG and the Bulldog. But you don't have to. you don't have to say Made Man.
I was
You
gonna
don't have to
say
that.
Maven, right? No, you don't have to
You
say
don't
Yo,
say that.
You're from Boston,
Yeah.
you know.
I wouldn't. But anyways,
Shit, this is
Okay.
tough. For groups, Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill. Holy shit.
It's from the
First.
bomb.
Muggs is like created a whole genre right now.
That was another
and
first.
then Be Real with the voice and yeah, man. I got one more. 5.
Mobb Deep. You already said Wu-Tang, so like Mobb Deep, Tribe Called Quest.
Ghetto Boys are pretty dope. Listen
Ghetto
to them
Boys,
right now.
like
They like created that whole sound too in the South. You know what I'm saying?
they did.
So I don't know. I could do that all day. I love music and especially hip hop.
All right. Out of respect, is there anything you want to say? We didn't get to ask you first of all.
No, I'm happy that you guys had me. This was an honor. I kind of chilled out a little bit, but that was an energy high right there with y'all. That shit.
Second of all, best way to find you.
It's just, social media or like outside right here. If anyone's in the area, I'm gonna be outside this building. No, but at MDOT Boston, get the vinyl. We've moved. There's been a bunch of pre-orders. The album drops Friday, on record. And then what do you say? Oh, the new video we did. If you get time to check it out, it's one of the first of its kind, and it's. I'll show it to you before I go. Just the visual. We did like a green screen where I'm inside of the AI. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever
I don't
see.
trust that thing.
No, we did it. We
you guys
edited
did
it.
it.
We added like some
Okay.
filters, but it was a lot of work. He spent over 100 hours. That's one of my best friends in the world, and I'm lucky to have him. You know what I'm saying? I edited it with him, but shout out to Victor
Who you
Keys.
talking to?
Victor Keys, right here, the director.
Tell him you love him.
The one. I tell him that every day.
Tell him.
Hey,
Tell him you love him.
Victor, I love you. What movie's that? I love. That's Home Alone.
I'm following you right now, son.
I'ma follow you.
Your energy is amazing.
Shouts to
you're
Rev, too.
dope. Yeah.
Thank you for the nice words.
Thank you for Rev. Thank you for Rev.
We'll
Thank you for
We'll catch the
Fern.
end of the Celtic team too.
You came through. You shut it down. You did the thing. Yeah, your energy's super dope.
Super
dope.
dope.
Greatly appreciate you. Anytime, you are always welcome back. We will always support you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, M. Dot in the building. Greatly appreciate you, family.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, hey.